Hey guys, D-Licious here, and today I will be presenting to you a craft that I am very proud of, and it's probably the first one that I've seen in KSP that works like this, but you know, I can't check the whole internet, so I could be wrong. But as you can guess by the title up here, we have a submarine. Now, the fun things about this submarine, apart from the awful things here, because they don't quite match up very well, the fun things even about this is that it's completely stock, it doesn't require cheats to work, and if you look on YouTube you often see people who have quite a limited fuel. Admittedly this one goes slowly, but you'll have people who will have gone, when I can find it, there it is, and then they'll have just gone, I've put those the wrong way around now that I think about it, oh well, they'll have just got engines like that facing directly downwards. The problem with that being, you either have to have a lot of those engines, which I have a few of these to be fair, and they have to be very powerful, therefore consuming fuel very quickly. The beauty of mine is that it works like a submarine would do in real life. You shift weight from back to front and left to right, if I was to empty these out, but I tend not to roll or change the pitch of the craft. Now here we have a cargo bay to carry missiles, God knows, extra fuel, Jebediah, whatever you want. That's essentially economy class for Kerbals. Now, I can't think of much else to say about this. I'm not using any mods at all. Well, I say at all. I am in fact using FAR and HyperEdit. To the best of my knowledge, it does work without FAR, and HyperEdit is only there to get it in the water. You could easily stick wheels on here and all over, but then it might fall apart on its way to the water, and then you have to restart. No, who wants to do that? The problem being, I've just remembered, I have not got the HyperEdit coordinates saved. So, let's see how this goes. I've made about 4 or 5 of these submarines. Well, I've made more than that, and these are from previous versions, but this one works the best compared to some of the other ones that don't work at all. Right, well that's new. God knows what the hell that was, so I am actually just going to strut it up before we launch this time, and this is going to be a completely unedited video, since I do not have any editing software that's decent, shall we say. I'm just gonna blah 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 blah, and I will be explaining more as I go along. At the minute, as you can tell, I'm a bit nervous. This is probably, I think, the first video that I've properly recorded for YouTube. I am quite happy with some of my works with my gameplay trailers, which I in fact use a YouTuber's gameplay, such as Nerd Cubed, because that's all I've used so far, to then go and make a trailer out of the gameplay from his videos. I would recommend, if you're going to... Ooh, that doesn't look like fun. If you're going to watch any, I would recommend watching the BeamNG one and the Mirror's Edge one. The BeamNG one gets a bit quiet in parts though, and everyone likes Mirror's Edge or something, I guess. So here I'm just gonna up this to 50 and hope that is high enough, because if it's not, then oh my god, this is gonna look very embarrassing. Right, I have no clue what that is, so I'm going to ignore it. Right, that's caused a few frame rate issues. I also think that was just the world loading in. Right, if I'm right... Uh-oh. Yep, okay, I'm already having issues. I think what happens is the docking port's actually coming off from the missile bay, which is okay, because you don't need a docking port there. Oh, this is not off to a great start. Hi, guys. I am just gonna check. No, okay, I've still got enough room. Right, so yeah, if I want to, I could put a missile in there. I've already said about that, so let's try that again. But let's put that, yeah, let's keep that the same. Let's just be a bit more careful this time, eh? So, as this all loads in, I am actually going to pause, see if that will prevent any explosions, or at least, you know, maybe preserve the frame rate a little bit. And it did. That's good. Now, we'll now be tilting forward, apparently with the speed of a slow tilting the seesaw with tiny skinny kids on. I don't know, off the top of my head, blah blah blah. Skip. Yeah, so this is High Predator I'm using. Right, the mods I'm using, I've just realised I've missed out a few. I'm using, well, I've missed out one that I can think of. It doesn't matter, this works without mods. This is what the main focus of this is. And yay! So the mods I am using are FAR, which just I like because it just seems to make the game feel a bit more realistic. I don't know, I don't like being able to do a billion swooping turns that you won't just in real life. If you were to do that, your craft would generally rip apart depending on the graph. So I don't know, I just like it, and I have Flight Engineer to tell me things like my efficiency, so if I'm launching rockets I don't end up wasting fuel, my height of the apoapsis without having, or the periapsis without having to go onto the map, and my vertical speed, and so on and so on. Now, I will be hiding that for a minute. To pitch down in the submarine, simply right click on one tank, and then, for example, the very back one, then on the front one, and then you're going to want to, well, not those ones, that's a terrible example, like that, and then you're going to want to transfer fuel into the front. So this way it becomes weighted to the front. Jesus, that's already working. It sometimes can happen a bit fast, so you're probably going to want to adjust this on the go, as I am, because otherwise if you pitch too far forward or back, you essentially lose all pitch control. But I think at the minute I'm going to put a bit more fuel into the back, just because I like to try and keep it bit more fuel into the back, I've decided, because I like to try and keep it level. I'm actually also going to fill these up a bit. Now, obviously that's not a brilliant view, and before the updates I didn't have all these particle effects, rippling through the water and whatever else. But as you can now see, we are, actually, bring up the overlay again, our vertical speed shows that we are going down, be it very, very slowly. Normally this is hitting 2 meters a second, like 2.4. I don't know why it's not today. I'm actually going to put some more fuel into the front, although I did tell them to keep it level. But it is going forward as well. It's going very slowly, I'll give you that. But the point is, it is a submarine in KSP that doesn't use a million rockets pointing down, and can go for a pretty long time, can go to however deep you want and then resurface. I will not be showing off launching a missile from in here, or Jeb, although I probably should have, unfortunately, just for the reason of, well, the docking port's just gone again, just for the reason of it doesn't always work. The rocket will tend to either break up in there once you try and launch it and decouple it, ignore that, or it'll break when it hits the water surface. But you can resurface, or you can just be careful of how you design the rocket. So, for my first video, I feel this has gone okay. Leave feedback in the comments, subscribe if you want more, and well, hopefully I won't be as nervous in the future. And very quick update, you can see that this is now going down at 600 millimeters a second, which may not sound like much, but in this, it's pretty good, and I'm hoping I haven't lost pitch control. We will now find out, and then... Nope, I have not lost pitch control. See, this is useful, because I can tell here if I'm making suitable adjustments or not. And I know I've said subscribe, and I've already said all the outro-y stuff, but tough. I'm going to try and resurface. No, I am just going to end the video here, actually. So this has been my first video. Hopefully you liked it. It's... And quickly prove, no cheats on, none of this. All this is normal. If you can read all that, God bless you. Quite a few parts used, apparently. Contracts, Kerbals. Wait. Apparently I've got some dead and missing Kerbals. Either way. Second. See, I'm learning stuff I don't even know about. Either way, this has been my first video, and in fact my first video in KSP, of course. Me showing off my first well, not even my first submarine, but the first submarine that I've seen in KSP that works like an actual submarine. So, this has been D-Licious, and subscribe for more.